Welcome to my fourth one of these. Week 4? Yeah, it's the fourth week, so I am staying true to my ambition to start the year off and do these on a weekly basis, so that's good. I think it would probably be overstating it to call it episode 4, but hey, if we're looking back in many years, then yes, this is the fourth episode. I'd need to introduce you first and foremost to Bruce. I omitted to introduce you to Bruce previously when I showed you around my little corner of Harbour HQ. Bruce is, of course, our Harbour Shark, also plays a role as perhaps my comfort shark. Where Bruce originated from was when we were in a previous office. Bruce was a helium version of himself that we used to sort of fly around in between projects. And yeah, until unfortunately one day somebody left the back door open and Bruce was last seen heading towards the Netherlands. A couple of bits to cover off today. I want to talk about NED news, also the Help to Grow program that ended, and also mention Rectec Reels and a little publishing that happened over there. Today I'm trying the seated position. I've also flipped the camera around so that I'm talking just to the lens. So hopefully I'll be slightly less distracted than I might otherwise be looking at my face, looking back at me, which is, a little off-putting, let's be straight. Right, so NED news. So Peter Gold has joined us as our non-executive director. If you work in recruitment technology or you like gravel biking, then you might know Peter and his various ventures along the way. Now, Peter is somebody who I'd say has been there, seen it, and got the T-shirt. In fact, Peter would probably argue he's not only got the T-shirt, he probably created the press that the T-shirt was printed on in the first place. But we've worked with Peter for a number of years, or certainly we worked with him a number of years ago, and he has, I've always stayed in touch with him, always been an admirer of his candid, challenging ways. And yeah, he's on board and already having a positive impact in ensuring that actually we know exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it. And so that's a real positive step into 24 that we're looking forward to seeing grow all the more. Help to Grow. Talking of growing, oh my God, that was a bit of a slide into that one. But anyway, Help to Grow program. Right. If you are either a founder or a leader or whatever in a SME, check out the Help to Grow program. This is a government-backed program that I've just done 12 modules on, and it works right across the country. The government pay 90% of it, so I think it costs us about 750 quid to go on for 12 modules that basically takes you all the way through all of the principles that actually, yeah, if I'd known this 15 years, I'm not sure I'd have paid attention 15 years ago when we started this, but by God, it would have really, really helped. So I would really thoroughly recommend checking that out. If you're an SME or a leader in an SME, check it out. And for 750 quid, you'll get a 12 module program. You also get access to a mentor. My mentor's called Marla. They're not all called Marla. Marla, the mentor, works really well. I like alliteration. And she is absolutely brilliant. Doesn't cost anything. I get 10 weeks of an hour session with her. And that really, she again is sort of doing that challenge and whatever. But also you meet some great, your peer network all of a sudden. People who don't do anything like what you do. There are accountants there that I met. There are people who run restaurants, work in hospitality in different roles. There are people, right, this. Any ideas what this is? I think this is absolutely bloody brilliant, to be fair. And yeah, so you can put comments below in regards to what you think this might be. But yeah, it's great. And on top of that, I also got some jollof rice. Liz from Varo Foods brought that in together with the most delicious sauce. So yeah, anyway. But why it helps is because you know about stuff you know about, and other people know about stuff they know about, and that exchange of ideas, absolutely brilliant. I would say that, it's my belief that not all courses are created equal. I did mine at King's College in London. It was just more convenient for me to get there. And I'm giving it a big shout out, not just because of the brilliant buffet lunches that they do every 4 weeks we got together and they hosted with a lovely buffet lunch, which was fantastic, but actually the location, but also Julian, big shout out to Julian and Tara. So Julian was the lead lecturer on it, who was really passionate, really informed, and took us all the way through, and Tara administrated it faultlessly. So big up to those guys. But again, if you are in an SME business, absolutely look it up and get on the next available course in a university close to you. Other than that, Rectec Reels dropped this week, so I did an interview over there, and I'll put a link below in regards to seeing that. Me just spouting on about candidate experience, to be fair, which has given me an idea about how to follow this up in future weeks, and we'll see how that goes. I also want to thank Stefan. So Stefan is a client we worked with previously, and following last week's video, he reached out and suggested Solve for Happiness with Mo Gaudat. I think that's how it's said. Now, I've heard Mo interviewed on the Diary of a CEO, and actually I was really quite taken by this man's experience and whatever. But actually, the audiobook really helpful for anybody that's trying to sort of look into that sort of self-mindfulness, etc., then I would really recommend it. I'm about 5 chapters in, Stefan, so thank you very much. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Also, Ben, I'm not going to do a shout out every week for this, but this shirt is Fat Face, in case you're interested, and they do still do men's shirts, I believe. Anyway, right, that's it for me for this week. It is the start of the Six Nations, so I would say best of luck to everybody participating. I'm actually down in Cardiff this week, so if you watch this on a Friday and you fancy having a beer on a Saturday afternoon, then and you're in Cardiff, reach out and I'm sure we can meet up. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one after the World Cup, but it'll always be a good competition and it'll always be a good crack. So anyway, all that's left for me to say is have a great weekend and yeah, Cymru am byth.